It's your boy Matty G reminding you right now, go ahead and take that popcorn on at the microwave, put that extra butter on it, throw some M&Ms in there to treat yourself, and get ready because Scott Larson is bringing the hashtag truth right now.
Watch it all fall down around you now. Was it ever really worth it? Having your kingdom crumble to the ground because you never had the courage. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday night at 7 p.m., so you know what that means. It's time for hashtag truth. And tonight we have the one, the only Kid KYSH. Now, how do you pronounce it? Kush or Kush?
It's Kush. I mean, I've had so many people get it wrong just because of Facebook. I remember last time I was on here, that was like the beginning topic. And
Right? It's the beginning topic again because when I tried to look you up on YouTube to find matches, I actually had to put both names in, KUSH and KYSH, to find, the match that I wanted to use. It was like, so which do you actually go by?
I go by Kush, KUSH. I go by that one.
Okay.
Mr. Marky Mark of Facebook doesn't like Kush. And I've tried to reach out to him, try to talk to him. He don't like me too much. That's all right. That's cool. Cool with it. That's fine. Doesn't like me. But, hey, I can rock with both. People know me by both. And I've even heard in, like, promos, man. People like, Kush? And I'm like, just say Kush. Like, you need me to.
It's not hard. I know it's Kush, but there's two spellings out there, so that's kind of weird that you go by two spellings. But I can understand because Facebook has a problem with everything, man.
Yeah.
Bree Stone said, "Hey, how you doing?
What's going on? What's going on?"
Robert Brown, Lafayette, Indiana's in the building. What's happening, Scott? Sorry, I overslept. Well, that's all right, man. It happens. You're here for Kid KYSH, so I know you're going to ask a bunch of questions, Robert. I know you're going to have a good. See, even Bree said I said the name wrong. My bad.
Hey, it's all good. You ain't the only one. My own parents have done it. Hey, it's all good. I promise. So.
Now, explain to everybody your gimmick because I'm pretty sure there's a few out there that, tell you that you're copying somebody else's gimmick. Tell everybody about your gimmick.
So my whole gimmick ordeal is the surfer, man. From Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, I'm the one and only Kid KYSH. I have the only gimmick right here of the gnarliest surfer around everything. I'm the party guy too. There's only one me. And there's been so many people tell me, you look like this guy. You look like this. No, he is himself. I am myself. There's a big difference. Big difference. All because we got the beautiful hair and everything like that. Wear the hat. We're not.
Just as long as you don't kick off the sandals when you get in the ring, we're good, man.
No, I don't do that. So I don't ride the scooter. I don't.
Good deal. I know you didn't, but I knew people said that because we're gonna watch a promo of you in a little while, and we're gonna watch you wrestle here in a little while. Everybody knows how this show goes that watches it, but I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna keep going. Man, they're busting out with some questions, man. Bree wants to know, how did you start in the wrestling business?
So I've always been a big fan of wrestling. Big, huge fan of wrestling. And I actually played sports in high school. Well, I graduated in 2020. COVID year, everything got, all messed up. I actually committed to a college, St. Andrews University. Going to go play lacrosse there, Laxboro, like that, man. Just stuff didn't work out. I committed to a different college, College of Southern Maryland. Didn't work out either just because of COVID, messing things up again. And I was like, I got to do something in my life. And it was either the military or wrestling. And I was just sitting there one day just watching YouTube after I got off work. And I was like, you know what? I want to look up how to become a wrestler. And I just watched a whole bunch of videos, and I looked up some schools in the area, and I called one, the Southern House of Wrestling, the show. I still train there now by Foyo Calderon. I
Okay.
called, no answer, no answer. And I was like, oh, crap. I was like, I guess there's no school. And I checked what days they were open. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm just going to show up. And I show up. And so the funny thing is when you walk through the main door, it's like a small office right there before you actually get in. So I built up the courage to get in there, and I bust through, and I look, nobody's there. And I'm like, well, what is this? All right. And then I hear the bumping in the ring and everything, and I open the door, and these 3 big guys in the ring, and Fuego right there with his dog, and I'm like, oh, hey. And he introduced himself, and yeah, and that was in June of 2021. That was when I started.
Okay. Robert wants to know, do you have a dream opponent? Somebody you haven't fought yet.
So, dream opponent, truly, this is truly always been a big question that I've been asked by a lot of people. And I think of high and low because your dream is dream match and everything. Like
Right.
now Nick is one of my big guys. I would love to face. I watched him as Dolph, in WWE. I'm watching what he's doing, for Japan, for TNA Impact now. That's one of the guys I would love to work with. Adam Copeland, would love to work him. I watched him as a kid, as Edge.
Rated R superstar. Yep.
Yes, dude. And I mean, he was the reason why I started doing the spear early on in my career. I still do it occasionally, not as much. And I would have to say, the Hardys, man. Growing up, the Hardys were the guys, me being from South Carolina, they come down to Myrtle Beach a lot. They come around to my area. My mom knew them and everything. It was always like,
they still come around to local places all the time. They still do indie shows in North Carolina, South Carolina, constantly, man. You're constantly seeing them pop up.
And if I could ever even just tag with them in like a 6-man, something like that, awesome. If I could work with them, awesome. Now, if you're thinking more local guys and stuff like that, some like the dream opponents for there, I've worked with a lot of the guys already, now one guy that's it's kind of like an underdog in my opinion. He trains at Next Level 26, the Wrestling Academy, CJ Evans. I got to work him in the Super a little bit, and I'd love to go one-on-one with that guy. Just truly love to go one-on-one. He is so underrated. One of the best workers, I think, in my opinion, that's not even in the radar yet, that needs to be in the radar. Such a good worker, such a good wrestler.
Robert Brown wants to know where you're from.
Myrtle Beach, man. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Born and raised here, still doing my thing.
Now you do the surfer gimmick. Do you surf?
Now I've had that a lot. And I can say yes. I can say yes. Am I a good one? Hell no.
Can you at least stay on the board for a little while?
For my comfort, I think so. From others' liking, probably not. That's why I always say, shred the waves, check out the babes. I do more checking out the babes than I do I'd have to say. But, I'm the one and only.
There you go. Joseph said Scott is jealous of Kid Cush's hair and the hat. No, I'm not jealous of either one, man. He's a young kid, good looking, got talent. He's got everything. I'm just a podcaster, man. Robert said, excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm about to get something to drink. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
So favorite growing up, I did watch a lot of early WWE. And I'd have to say, like I said, some of my dream opponents, watching Edge, Adam Copeland, one of my favorites. Jeff Hardy was really one of my favorites. Nick, Dolph, he was, one of my favorites. Just loved him. Shawn Michaels is actually probably the highest on there, though. And the reason why I say it is because I constantly watched the ladder match between him and Razor Ramon.
Now, if you were to get to go to NXT, would you be awestruck?
I would try to keep my composure, but when I get away from him, I'm like, you guys see that, right? That's the man, the Heartbreak Kid.
Missy Childers wants to know who trained you.
So, Fuego Calderon is my trainer. He trained me and everything. And when I was early on in my career, when I was not going to shows on the weekends, so that I would go do extra training, drive 3.5 hours to Greenville to Austin Idol's Wrestling Academy. I'd go train there with some of the guys there. I met a lot of good talent over there. Like I truly did. Some of the guys that I even have great bonds with now, I met over there, and I constantly would train there at my school, there at my school. So those are my two trainers. Fuego, I quote the most though, because I was there. Some days it was 5 days, 6 days a week. Austin, I'd go there just for like one day a week. But I do quote the training with Austin because that's where I got to meet, Billy Corgan. That's where I got to meet Jedias, work with him. That's where I met Luka Daniels for the first time.
Right.
Mike Mon, Lucky Ali. Those are the guys I got to meet there, and I was very blessed to train with those guys too.
Oh man, you name dropping some great guys from our area. So awesome.
Yes.
Now, Bree asked, "How did you get started in the wrestling business?" But I think you already told that story of you going into the training office and calling them. And so, Robert said, "Are you a heel or a baby face?"
So, both, man. I mainly work as a baby face. You see the hair, you hear the voice.
The gimmick kind of plays better on a baby, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does truly. Like I've tried as a heel.
It's hard to be a mean surfer guy.
It is like I try to be the cocky surfer. I'm like, I got the 6-pack, and it just doesn't work well. I've done it for a couple companies, but I am actually a heel in a heel stable called Last International for UPWA, and we are actually the tag team champs now. The last show UPWA had.
I'm skipping around, but you're answering this question. Are you part of a faction? So there you go.
Here, Last International. I'm part of that faction for UPWA. Me, Sir Wesley Williams, and Mike Fox are part of it now. We hold the tag belts over there for UPWA. At the recent show, we beat Silk City Kings, and we have a long-going feud with them. I thought about recently trying to get a different faction going, especially me as a babyface too. I always got so much creative stuff going on. Like there's this new guy coming up on the scene. His name's Adam Davis. I'm gonna be wrestling him soon. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
And the young kid's got talent. I've trained with him, worked with him. I'd love to do something with him.
See, I love that. I love that. If you're training with him or helping him out, passing whatever you've learned onto somebody else. I'm always a big fan of, you shouldn't call yourself a trainer if you haven't been in the business for quite a while, but there's no reason why you can't, if you see somebody not doing something right, speak up and say, hey, I've been taught this for hours and hours. Let me show you how to do this, help each other because that helps the fans.
Mm-hmm. And that's right. Like he'll shoot me some messages, and a couple of guys have like from that school, and I kind of flourished pretty early on in my career a little bit. Not in too crazy, but I did started going on the independent scene more and stuff like that. And a lot of guys, they'd be like, well, help me out with this. I'm like, you help me out too, man. Like I'm learning from you as you're learning from me. Like I'll see one of the guys do a crazy move. I'm like, how do you do that? Well, what do you mean? Show me how you do that. And I'll add my own little thing to it.
Right.
I wanted to do the reverse crossbody so badly. I just kept messing up and everything. I watched a guy do it and I studied it. So my spice was I'm doing a springboard reverse crossbody. And then he comes to me, well, how do you do that? I'm like, same way you just did it, just springboard, baby. And we sat there and worked for an hour and a half, and his looks better than mine, truly. But I mean,
hey, some people, and I don't mean this in a mean way, but some people are just more athletic than others and can get it quicker.
That's right. That's truly right. And like there are some moves like I stopped even doing, but like I have my arsenal. I have a huge arsenal, huge list of moves I can do just from learning wrestling. And there's some moves I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. I know this guy on this card. he can do this way better than I can. Let him have the spotlight. His is gonna look awesome.
Right? Robert Brown wants to know, have you ever wrestled anyone that went on to WWE or AEW?
So technically, yes. Technically, yes. Victor Andrews, I wrestled him. Very great guy to wrestle too. Very great guy. I wrestled him, and he was on WWE before and AEW. Luca Daniels was on WWE, and I think he made an appearance at AEW before as a security guard. So, I mean, we can count it.
Right.
I trained with Lucky Ali. I had I worked with him 2 times at Austin Iowa School, so I got to work around with him and learn from him. Truly, I mean, great guy to learn from. I've worked some older guys that worked like way back, like Chick Donovan.
Right.
He worked for AWA, NWA, WWF. Trying to think, there's really anybody
So
else.
how many years have you been in the business?
I started training, like I said, June 2021. That was when I trained.
Wow. So
first.
in 3 years, you've wrestled all these guys. I mean, you are in kind of a hotbed. North Carolina is a hotbed for, a lot of these wrestlers to come in. I've noticed that since I've been here. I'm on the South Carolina, North Carolina border myself. And every time I'm looking up, there's somebody from WWE or AEW or something coming to an indie show near us. And it's like, wow. Thomas Scott said, who is this guy?
The one and only Kid Kush, baby. Hey, you're tuning in. You're seeing me right here. You know who it is.
He's a promoter. He's a promoter out of Charlotte. So Robert Brown said, tell him about your stalker. Well, I will be showing him my stalker here in a little bit because he has sent me another message. And if you're wondering what we and Robert are talking about, kid, is I've got a guy who wants to be on my show and I won't let him on my show. So he just keeps sending me messages about what he's going to do to me and blah, blah, blah. And we're going to see a video as soon as right after we watch you wrestle. I'll play that one.
Oh, yeah.
Christian Lee said, hey, Scott, how you guys doing? Welcome to Hashtag. If you got any comments or questions for Kid Kush, please get them up here. You guys are doing a great job. Robert wants to know, what kind of music do you like? And he said, I know the follow-up question, which I do.
So music for me, I'm all around, man. Truly all around. And I know we answered a little bit of this even on the first podcast. It's kind of
right.
Remember that. I like rock. I like rap. I actually started dabbling into a little bit of reggae recently too. But
okay.
For like some rock, Metallica guy, Nirvana guy, Foo Fighters. I'm big on them.
I grew up with 80s rock, so 80s rock is my favorite hair metal.
And like for reggae now, I started listening to some of that from my buddy Tyler. I worked with him and everything like that, and he kind of helped me out. He's like, dude, like, start listening to some of this music, man. And
Max Carnage, another great wrestler in our area, said, hello, everyone.
What's going on?
Christian said, I'm jealous of kids' hair. Where can I get good hair like that?
Genetics, baby. Just genetics.
And the backup question to the music question is, do you like Tupac?
Do I like Tupac? I'd have to say yes. I am a Tupac guy, especially when it comes to, the rap. I actually like Tupac. And when I was a kid, funny story about Tupac. Dear Mama, I used to sing that to my mother on Mother's Day.
Okay. So what is the go-to song on your iPod when you're going to work out or you're just trying to get yourself psyched up maybe for a match or something? What's that go-to song you listen to that's on your iPod?
So if it's going to be a rap song, is I Don't Get Tired by Kevin Gates. I even got that tatted like right there. I don't get just something I've always gone with. And all honesty, a lot, really anything that has to do with Metallica, that's really like the go-to. Sad But True is probably the biggest go-to. Like I'll play that, and I'm psyched up, I'm hyped, and everything like that. And another one by Five Finger Death Punch, The Pride. That one will get me really hyped up too. Truly, that would get me hyped up.
Robert Brown said, Kid Kush, whenever you can check out the Hot Boys. It's a gangster movie with Snoop Dogg. He's been trying to get me to watch it, and I can't find it on any. You're gonna have to tell me where I can find it. I can't find it on Netflix. I can't find it on any of the apps that I've got. Maybe you can tell me what app I can find it on, Robert. Shaggy Stone, another great wrestler I've interviewed here recently, said, yo, what's up, everyone?
What's going on, player?
Psycho the Clown said, what's up, #truth.
It was going.
Robert Brown said, what's going on, Psycho? They're talking amongst themselves. I love it. We're all family here.
Hey, yeah.
Mr. Childers said, what is your entrance music and why did you choose it?
So I actually had two. My biggest one I use right now is Surf's Up by Josiah. That's my biggest one. I use it all over North Carolina, South Carolina, everything like that. And then I also had Beer by Real Big Fish. That was the one I use in Georgia right now, especially when I go wrestle at Down Home Championship Wrestling. That's the one I use. But Surf's Up by Josiah, definitely the biggest one. I love it. And the reason why I use that one is I'm the surfer, man, and it gets me amped up, the big bass drop and everything. Starts talking about, waves. It's awesome.
All right, we're going to hit our first commercial. Then when we get back, we're going to watch you do a short promo, and then we're going to watch you wrestle. So we'll be right back right after this.
On Friday, May 17th, Extreme World Wrestling makes its return to the Waxhaw Tap House for its biggest event yet. It's the 2024 Waxhaw Cup. A one-night, 16-man tournament will pit the stars of XWW against each other for glory and prestige. Come see your favorites, including Mr. Number 1 Cam Jackson, Saeed Al-Sabah, the Slim Reaper Zay Vega, Bobby Ballantyne, Lil Panda, and 2024 Matthews Cup winner JP Lehman. Admission to the Waxhaw Tap House is free, and the show kicks off at 7:30 p.m. Join us to see who has what it takes to be called Waxhaw Cup winner. XWW, innovation required, violence expected.
World-class elite wrestling fans, this is your ring announcer Trey Morgan here. And Saturday, May 11th in Rockingham, North Carolina, we're coming back to you. We have Kid Kush here. He's going to be in a Super Six-Pack Challenge for the New Class Championship.
Versus Senior High School, all you dudes and dudettes, Kid Kush is coming to win that challenge, baby. And I can't wait to see all you guys there. Tell them, Trey. Tell them. The most gnarliest wrestler ever. Come on. They all want to come see me, right?
That's right.
They want to come see this.
I love that. Hey, tell him, most gnarliest wrestler ever. Tell him, man. Tell him.
Yeah, man. I was so glad that actually it was funny because it was just I think I just got done wrestling or it was right before I was about to wrestle. It was right before I was about to go wrestle. And they're like, we need a promo. I was like, of course, all right. And he was like, just this is what we need. And I'm like, okay, need time to think about it? No, let's do it.
Well, he did all the information. So that didn't leave you with a whole lot, just to talk about yourself. Because this is a tournament, correct?
So actually, what it was an 8-man scramble in two rings.
So you wouldn't have enough time to talk about all 8 men anyway. So you basically did what you had to do, man. You hyped yourself up.
Exactly. The biggest thing you gotta do is get yourself over, get the show over, and I've learned that from doing promos. And my biggest thing for that, it was just like I had no clue like what the Super Six Challenge was, and like that. And then I come to find out what it was literally a week before the show. I didn't didn't know the guys I was going against or nothing really. It actually changed up a couple times. And when I seen
that usually happens with booking, and especially when you have matches with a lot of people in it.
Yeah, it was crazy, and like
you always got that somebody who has something in the family happen, or car breaks down. That's the one thing about being a promoter, man, and having a big match like that. That's why it's always good when you make a poster, man. Card subject to change because you never know.
Exactly, and I have to say that was a pretty crazy match. I've never wrestled in 2 rings. and just went out there, man. Just went out there, had a ball, fought. I actually took the pin against K Killer. So congratulations to him. It sucked losing the challenge. But congratulate him as a new champ, especially for WCEW. It's a great promotion, there's a lot of talent there. And I'm glad.
So what would you consider your style of wrestling? How would you tell somebody if you were explaining the way you wrestle to somebody who has no idea what wrestling is? How would you explain it to them?
So for a lot of people, I tell them, I say versatile. And a lot of guys like, well, what do you mean? I can wrestle any style, man. I will work any style a promoter needs. I'll work any style with any of these guys. I'm eligible to do so much. I'm not really great at one thing. I dabble in all the different styles.
Jack of all trades and master of none, right?
Exactly. And, I always like to build, my craft that way, because if you're only good at one thing, what happens if you get a guy that can't work that style, doesn't know how to take those moves? All right, you got to do something different. You got to, transition,
Right.
Yeah, work together.
What is your favorite style? If I had to ask you to pick one style, what would be your favorite style?
So my favorite style, truly, I got two of them, is technical, that I like doing a lot of technician work. I'm a big fan of chain wrestling, man. Big fan. Your body's a tool. You can
you no longer did you get that out of your mouth. And Missy said, how do you feel about chain wrestling?
love it. I love it. It is great. It's amazing. Do so much out of it. From old style to new style, chain wrestling has evolved so much. And a lot of people think it's just basic. No, your whole body's a tool. You can do so much with your arm, your hand, your legs, your head. There's so much. And then my other one I'd have to say is high flyer. Right. I love that kind of style. And the only why I like doing crazy things, man. I truly do.
Now, some of the matches that I watched, and again, if you guys really want to see, look up both names. Look up Kid Kush, KUSH, and KYSH on YouTube, because they got both spellings. And check out some of his matches. He's telling the truth. I believe at least 2/3 of your matches, you did at least one move off the top rope. So I know you like high flying.
I do. It's just from the guys I watched growing up, man. And I just love it. I was like in that match, I wrestled Adam Davis, and I wrestled another guy, and I hate to forget his name right now. I can't remember off the top of my head. He was great wrestler, though. Great wrestler. There's a card out there that has his name on there. I hate to forget his name. He's from Florida. Triple threat match for the social media belt that I hold for Southern House of Wrestling. I wrestled in Conway, and I took a bump on the bleachers, a back body drop. Dumped my clothesline, came in, back body drop into the bleachers. People's like, does that hurt? Well, yeah. I mean, this is real. This is
not
real.
Gonna tickle.
And I tell people that all the time. Like, this is real. You can't fake that. There's no fake that. You're taking a hard, cold bump right there. It's gonna hurt.
If you're jumping off a top rope, especially, people don't even realize this either. They see somebody get up and they think there's springs underneath there, and there's, because they see you hit and you bounce. Yeah. But what they don't understand is that's wood under there and steel. The wood is, there's only maybe a half inch of padding underneath, the actual cloth that's on the ring. And what you're bouncing off of is wood and steel.
Exactly.
And it hurts if you're high. And if you jump from the top rope to the outside, you're jumping not only the height of, the ring itself, but depending on how high you jump, and you're adding from the ring to the floor. So sometimes it's 12, 15 feet. You're jumping to the outside onto concrete.
Yes.
And, depending on, there could be one, there could be 5, 6 bodies out there to catch you, but anything can happen. They could be out of position. They could not catch you right. Anything can happen. You could jump too far and accidentally. I've seen people hit guardrails. I've seen people totally miss and bounce off the concrete. I mean, you're putting your lives in each other's hands, and a lot of people don't understand that.
And I'm gonna tell everybody, viewing stuff like that, Scott is saying, anything can happen. We put our bodies on the line, dude. We put our bodies on the line, and especially for your guys' entertainment, and it's something that we're passionate about. So from my heart, even people checking this out or anybody that's came to any of my shows, I appreciate everybody. You're taking time out of your day and everything to come, watch this podcast, see me and Scott talk, come to my shows, watch me wrestle, just viewing my page, following me, sharing my stuff, liking my stuff. I appreciate all that because you guys don't have to do that. You guys truly don't. And it honestly makes my heart warm and melt that people are willing to do that.
It's a give take with the wrestlers that get a lot of fans are the ones that give back to the fans.
Exactly. I don't know how many hats I've bought since I started wrestling. Oh my God, I bought many. I got one from Puerto Rico and went on a wrestling trip there, wrestled there, and I got my hat I was wearing, and this little kid's going, "Can I have that hat?" It's like, yeah, you can have the hat.
And that kid won't forget it. And it'll be a long time. That kid, years from then, will be like, when he's watching a wrestling match, he'll remember that story, and he'll tell his kids.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I went to wrestling, there was this dude. He was a surfer dude, and he might not even remember your name, but oh my gosh, he was bigger than life. And he had a hat on, and I asked him if I could have his hat, and bam, he gave it to me. And you never know, he could go up in the attic and pull it out of a box and bring it down and say, "Look, here's the hat."
That's like
them are stories that live forever, dude.
Yeah, some shirts I got made. I only sold 2 of them, and the only reason why I only sold 2, I was giving them away. I wrestled a show in Charleston and wrestled Chris Chaos for the Palmetto State Championship. I won that match, got the belt, still holding it too. And these kids were like, "Can we get shirts or anything?" And Mom's like, "Well, how much?" And I was like, "No, here, what size you wear?" All 3 kids ran up. I gave them the shirts, and other people came by. Oh,
and then kids will always be your fan when they get to come to the shows, dude, because they'll be wearing them shirts. "Mama, we going to wrestling?" "Okay, I'm going to put on." Is kid going to be there? I do it. I'm 52 years old, and I've got shirts that I wear that people have given me, and I'll be like, "Oh, that guy's going to be okay. I'll wear it."
And that's the passion about it right there. I want those kids to remember. A big reason why I wrestle. A lot of people ask me this question: "Why do you wrestle?" It's for the kids, and it's so really for the kids. For my son.
We're talking good, ladies and gentlemen. I will get to the comments. I promise you, I'll get back to them. They're building up, but go ahead, keep going, man.
Yeah, I'll hurry up with this one. My bad. I do it for the kids, my son, my family, and I do it to leave a legacy behind. Because when you're gone, the only thing you have left behind is your legacy and your word. If you're a great person, have a great legacy, you're always going to remember for that. If you're a terrible person, done bad, you're going to remember for that. So I hope to get signed big. I hope to make those memories. I hope to have all those highlight reels on YouTube and everything. I hope a kid one day will be like, "You know what? I always want to be like him." And, one day some guy will be on a podcast like this, like, he inspired me. He truly was the reason why I wrestled.
I love to hear that, man. There's not a lot of people who think that big. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you said that. That we got to get to some of these, man, or I'm going to get way backed up. Chris Thunder Anderson said, "I've wrestled a chain or 2." Chain wrestling, that's funny. Missy Childers said, "What part of North Carolina have you wrestled in?"
I've wrestled in Pembroke, Rockingham, off the top of my head. Shoot. I've wrestled in Falcon.
You wrestled at AWL.
Yeah, I wrestled for AWL. God, there's been so many places, for North Carolina. I can't remember. Those are just something off the top of my head right now. And, I really want to be able to go wrestle in Gastonia, around that area too.
Assad said, "Hello, #Truth Family. Welcome to #Buddy." Chris Thunder Anderson said, "Tigers bounced too," when I was talking about people bouncing in the ring and stuff. He's trying to be funny tonight. He's a great wrestler. He's been in the business for like 28 years. The man knows a lot about wrestling. He's a good friend of mine. Sean Duffy said, "Hello and good evening from Fallon, Nevada, my West Coast connection." How you doing, Sean?
Hey, what's going on?
Missy said, let's see the baby that's with you. Oh, they heard the baby in the background.
Come here. So
There he is.
this baby Kush right here. A little DJ. He's a
He looks like you, man.
I know. His first birthday is coming up, May 31st.
Oh my goodness. Happy birthday.
So hey.
Yeah. Hi. He's smiling and pointing. Look, he's having a good time. I love it.
Such a healthy, happy baby.
Right? Chris Thunder Anderson said that's pretty good attitude. Keep it. It will serve you well in this business.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Manny Mac. I just showed your commercial, Manny. He said Scott Larson for president. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate it, man. Oh, there you go. One of my great friends, John. I'm going to call him John because that's what it comes up as, but his name's Chuck. Good evening to both of you.
That's my guy. What's going on?
Oh, Brian Erkman. Oh, man, we're getting everybody on tonight. Thank you, everybody. Brian said, what's up?
Yeah, go over there.
Oh, here we go. Chuck said, promoters, book this kid. I agree 150%. Without a doubt. So we're going to hit this commercial from a buddy of mine who does a great podcast. He's a teenager. His name is Luke Childers. Man, let me tell you, this kid is learning quick how to podcast. He's making me jealous. He's got some names. You got to go to the Bottom Line on Facebook and go look at some of these interviews he's done. Big time wrestling names. They're short interviews, but they're great interviews, ladies and gentlemen. You got to go check it out. He has a great page. Let's watch this commercial. When we come back out of it, we're going to watch Kid Kush wrestle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Childers presents The Bottom Line, a Facebook wrestling podcast with you, the fans, in mind, with all the latest interviews and information on today's independent professional wrestling in the Carolinas and all the surrounding areas. If you want to see what's going down in independent wrestling, just go to Facebook and find The Bottom Line. That's The Bottom Line with Luke Childers.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Bottom Line with Luke Childers. I want to tell you something. Go to his page right now. There is a wrestler who is, let's just say, a Hall of Fame talent that he interviewed just recently, and he just put up on his page. Go check it out. You're going to love it. So here we are. You are going up against the Freak Show. Tell me where this is at, how long ago it was, and kind of set us up for the match.
So basically this was about 3 months ago. This one was in Rockingham too and everything. This is against Johannes.
What was the name of the company that you guys were wrestling for?
This is WCEW. And
Okay.
for this match, honestly, it was a put together match, put two young talents against each other on the card, both young in the game, and just really let us go at it, just beat the hell out of each other.
I'm going to go ahead and start it. It's going to go all the way through the intros. There's no sound, ladies and gentlemen. You guys know that because Facebook and YouTube take crowd sound as songs, and I get hit with all kinds of stuff. So we're going to watch, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know, and we'll put them up on the screen for him. Now, this guy comes out. This guy does. He looks a few bricks shy of a load.
He's definitely different. I first got to meet him at Next Level, and when I seen him, I was like, that guy's kind of crazy a little bit.
He throws the cane at the ref. Okay.
So yeah,
I love that building, man. That is a huge building.
Yeah, usually that's probably one of the smallest crowds I've actually ever seen. That's no lie. I've seen that building packed out. I mean, legit packed out full. And then
there you come with the beach ball in hand.
Yeah, there I am.
I could see why you don't come out with a surfboard, man. Them things got to get heavy after a while, and they're big and awkward. And
Yeah, I came out with a boogie board before. That was pretty fun.
Okay.
I came out with the beach ball. That's been a huge thing. I came out with water guns before. It's always been a big thing. Big thing, big thing. So I love it.
So what made you decide to do the gimmick? I mean, you live in Myrtle Beach, so you're right there on the beach. Do you spend a lot of time on the beach, or is it just something that popped in your head? Hey, I can do this.
So actually, that story is a huge process. Actually, I'll tell you about it. When I first got into like training and everything, I didn't think about being a surfer at all. It was stuff I had a lot of interest in. But Barbara was the one who got that set up for me. That was Fuego's girl and everything. She passed away. Rest in peace to her. And she gave me the name Kid Kush. She gave me the surfer gimmick and everything. And she had a dream about it. And
Oh,
so
wow. Nice.
that
is a good story. Rest in peace, ma'am. Rest in peace. I hate to hear things like that when good people in wrestling pass away.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love the passion that she helped me out. Really, she helped me out a lot. It gave me, a lot to think about in the wrestling business, and I'm very proud to say that I known her, and that I'm doing this whole gimmick really for her too. This was not what I wanted to do, but I proudly would do it. I love it.
Zachariah Carter wants to know how we're doing tonight. I'm doing fine.
What's going on, man?
Another great wrestler.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Kid Cutter used to be Kid Cutter. Now he's Zachariah Cutter.
It's a smack right there. It was funny. He smacked me pretty well. Blood. It was blood right there. And I was like, all right. We're gonna work, baby. We're gonna work.
I love that. Get right into that chain wrestling, boy. I love it.
I was like, we're gonna work. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He
wrist lock. Okay.
He's pretty good talent, loved working with him and everything.
Uh-oh. Zachariah Carter said he's seen you work as well. He would love to work you one day. That's great.
Hey, we can do it, bro. We can do it. I'd love to work you. I really would.
Oh, back body drop. Okay.
That's actually, I think that was like my second time ever doing really a back body drop. I did it in training and everything. I'm not a big guy.
Right. But he's about your size, so it works. It works. Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're, trying to do it to a 350-pound guy or something. Uh-oh. Oh, he thought he was being smart. Look, he's even got that look. Oh, I love it. Right into the, no, he stopped it. Uh-oh. Oh, hardest part of the ring right there. That hurt.
Me and this guy, we just went at it.
Zachariah said, hit him up so we can find a place to set it up. He's ready to work.
Beautiful. I love it. I'll hit you up, man. We can get something cooking. I love it. I love I love seeing talent that's, willing to, reach out to the talent like that, talk them up.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah. Saucy punches. I've heard it. One thing I always loved was people telling me that I was really good at strikes. So that was something I always
kick to the face. That hurt.
Yeah, this guy's not bad.
Big elbow. Okay. Little Donnie said, hey, what's up?
What's going on, player?
We are watching Kid Kush, and I forgot your opponent's name already.
Johannes, the Freak Show Johannes, man.
Yes, the Freak Show Johannes. It's right there on his tights. I should have read it.
Oh, yeah. And the cool thing about this guy, I know he's beating me up right now and everything, but you don't see a lot of gimmicks like this, and yeah, it's cool. Again, standard body slam, which is good. I took it. It's all right. It hurts. It happens. But it happens, man. It happens.
Marquine McQueen, all the wrestlers are showing up tonight. All right, how you doing, Marquine?
What's going on?
We are watching Kid Kush get beat up right now. Oh, slap to the head. That was, another one. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got the advantage right now. Oh, knee to the throat. Okay. I love that. He is not letting up either. He's coming right back after you.
It's beautiful, you know.
Oh, that's the one thing that I couldn't stand. You got that long hair. It's easy to grab to lift you up. And oh, big suplex. Oh, he's gonna roll it over. Oh, look at this, stomp on his chest. Oh,
and see, that's one thing I like about them guys. You know, I'm getting beat up right now, and see, that's crazy. You know, I'm talking good about a guy that's beating me up right now.
That's wrestling, though. That's wrestling, though.
See, you don't see that. You don't see it. And that's what's going to make him stick out like a sore thumb on the independent scene right there. Is doing different things like that. You know, I'm working the crowd right now. I'm trying to get them behind me because I'm getting my tail whooped. You know.
Marquine said, Kid Kush definitely needs a tag team partner. Hit me up. We can juke and jive to victory.
Hey.
So you got one guy who wants to fight you, Zachariah Cutter, and you got Marquine who's smart. He wants to tag with you. Uh-oh.
Hey.
1, 2. Ooh. Only a 2 count.
Yeah. Had to catch him real fast and everything. Caught him on it.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Trying to get fired up.
He's trying to get up. Oh, tried to hit him with some kind of splash and missed. Oh.
And right there, that elbow, there's a picture in my album right now. I have a huge welt on my eye.
Oh, man.
And like right there, he tries to go for the kick. I drop down, so you miss. He catches me real fast with a splash. You know, didn't think about it. Smart IQ.
Oh, he's pulling the straps. Usually people in the South mean they're serious when they pull the straps.
And think about this guy, you know, he didn't let up on me. He really didn't let up.
He did. He's been on top of you this whole match.
And, you know, boom, you know.
I'm gonna tear down the fourth wall a little bit here, but you're selling the hell out of this guy. I'm gonna tell you that right, and you're doing a great job of it.
Thank you. So I'll talk a little bit about that. That's my job, man. As the baby,
right?
That's my job. Get this guy over with the heat and everything. Sell his moves so you can get a fired comeback. So you can, you know, attack. Have the fans behind you. And
you started to make a comeback, he stops you. You start to make a comeback, he stops you. It just keeps building. This match is picture perfect for what a wrestling match should be. Oh, stopped you again.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, he's right up in your face. Uh-oh.
And like
looks
there,
like he might be setting you up for a little bit of high risk.
It's all beautiful. It's all beautiful right there, you know. Right there. Solid chop to the bird chest. I ain't got a big chest, so it hurts. You know, I'm only about 205.
Oh, here he goes. Now he's climbing up. What's he gonna do now? Hitting you with some forearms. He's trying to get you up. Looks like he's trying to superplex you. Oh, but you took advantage of it. Up on the top. And here's what I mean about the top rope. Waiting for him to get up. He doesn't know you're up there. Now he does.
Oh.
Nice cross body. Marquine said you need to come to APW Asylum Pro Wrestling.
I do, man. I actually talked to the guy or anything like that, and I would love to come out there. It's been, you know, crazy with bookings and stuff like that. You know, I would love to come out there. Would love to.
Yes, definitely. You'll be right in my backyard. I'll come see you if you go to APW for sure.
I would love it. I would truly love it. You know.
Yeah, he said Adam Cantrell is the booker. Yep.
Boom. See right there, nice shotgun drop kick. That's one of my things.
Oh, here we go. Here's the part that I'm gonna love.
Boom.
You're gonna set him up for something right here. Here it comes.
Boom, kick to
Roundhouse, big knee, and then you put him on his back. Oh, wrong place, wrong time. You shouldn't have leaned on the ropes. Here it comes. Cannonball. I love it. And he's laughing. You can't hear it right here, ladies and gentlemen, but he's cackling when he hits that move. He's cackling.
Yeah, I've never, ever had a guy laugh after taking, devastating moves and everything like that, and I'm just like, dude, and going for a swinging neck breaker.
Oh, you missed? Oh. That should be it. That should be it. He planted you right on your face. 1, 2, no! Kick out. Still got some drive in you. Still got your heart. I love it.
And always got to, And, right here, it's getting set up right there, and big battle and everything.
Up, there. Slipped around, pulled it. And you did it legally. No pulling of the tights or anything. Good job.
I ain't no cheater.
1, 2, 3.
I
love it. Uh-oh. He's not happy.
Guys coming after me. He's all mad. The thing about this match is, and I'll talk about it a little bit too. I'll break it down a little bit, kind of behind some scenes about some stuff and like that. Not a lot was called. Working, just work. And
you guys went out and called it all on the fly.
Basically, yes. Working.
I mean, you guys probably knew the ending, right? I mean, that was about the only thing you probably knew.
That was called in there.
That was called too. Okay. Wow. So that was a called match from beginning to end. That is not a lot of promoters do that. So that had to feel pretty good that they let you, go out there and just, hey, you guys decide who wins. Go out there and do your best.
Yeah, I called it with them. They were like that. We did a damn good job. I loved it. I loved every minute of it, every moment. And one thing a lot of guys don't like. So some people throw around this word, stiff. I like being very sometimes stiff and everything like that. And then the reason why is because, you have the marks, you show the battle wounds and stuff like that. And, it shows, it's a fight. It's a struggle. I had the black eye, busted lip from it. I had a mark on my back, if you can see, and everything. It was a struggle.
Right. Well, we're gonna go right into one of my favorite segments of the show. I love this one. We're gonna go right into name drop. I'm gonna play a quick commercial, and when we come out of that, we're gonna go right into name drop. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm not even gonna play the intro for name drop. I'm just gonna do the commercial, and when it gets out of the commercial, we'll be set up for name drop. Everybody knows what it is. I'm gonna show you 5 pictures of people that you've either wrestled or been in the ring with. Yeah. So. And you can tell us whatever you want about them. So we'll be right back after this quick message from Retro Toys and Collectibles.
This is 4-Foot Batman. And 4-Foot Batman knows the home of great collectibles at awesome prices. Retro Toys and Collectibles. Movie memorabilia. Magic the Gathering cards. Wrestling figures. Hot Wheels. The always popular Funko Pops. And much, much more. He knows the Hall of Collectibles is located in downtown Cherryville, North Carolina, at 400 East Main Street. Give them a call today, 980-989-5181. Retro Toys and Collectibles, the heavyweight champion in collecting.
Retro Toys and Collectibles. Ladies and gentlemen, if you collect anything, and I do mean anything, go up to Cherryville, North Carolina, or you got the phone number off of the commercial. Call. The owner's name is Cotton. if you collect anything, if he doesn't have it, he's got a phone number to somebody who does, and he will get it. I guarantee you. Tell him #Truth sent you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for name drop. I'm going to show Kid Kush 5 names, and he's going to tell me what he thinks of these people. The first one, well, we just saw him beat up on him. So go ahead and tell us about Johannes Michaelis.
So, great young talent. Got the intensity and everything like that. He did beat me up for a little bit. That's fine. It happens, but good young talent. Young star that's coming up right now and everything, fresh in the game. And I think he can do something with this. I think he truly can. Truly.
He looked like he did a great match. All right, one of my cool buddies. This is my chess buddy. I play chess with him all the time when we get together. But I noticed that you were in a match with him, Mr. Dre White.
So Dre White, honestly, love the guy. I talked to him way before in the back and everything before we ever worked, and we finally got to work each other. It was awesome. I loved working with him and everything. And when he went through that whole thing, all that medical stuff, I hated it. I messaged him multiple times, checked on him. Great guy, such a great guy. Young star.
He is a very, very kind-hearted gentleman and a great wrestler. And I hope we see him back very soon. I really do. All right, name number 3. It's going to get this is going to get better for me because I want to see the expressions. Johnny Smooth.
Johnny Smooth. So I loved working him. Such an easy guy to work. Great guy. What I'm upset about is when I, was in the hospital dealing with, the stuff and everything like that, the personal stuff. I
don't mean to interrupt you, but I guess Dre White is back. He had his first match last Saturday night. So
he did. I was there to go.
Okay. But okay, go ahead. Johnny Smooth.
I was supposed to wrestle him for his Fight and Spirit Championship at Wrestling with a Purpose, and I just couldn't get to the show because of medical stuff going on and like that. And I missed that opportunity. I want to be able to go against that guy again and hopefully win that belt off of him.
Oh, I would love to see that. All right. You had a tag team match against these guys, and I want to know how, first of all, what you think of the name, and second of all, standing across from these fellas, the Gorilla Squad.
When I worked those guys, giant, dude, oh my God, scary. That was some scary stuff. But they do anything for you, man. They do anything for you. But when you're going against them, it's screw you. They're going to throw you around. They're going to treat you like a doll and just boom, 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 boom.
They look like a couple of mean backstreet guys that ain't going to take no junk from nobody.
No, they did.
And with the name Gorilla Squad, I mean, that tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, but dude, it was crazy going against those guys. Huge guys and everything. They do anything for you, but yeah.
I'm kind of behind. I'm kind of behind. Look, because I got to switch back and forth to change the names. So Missy said Johnny Smooth is mean.
Somewhat.
And Missy said, did you say you was at the show that Dre came back?
Yes. If it was I'm pretty positive it was the WCW show. I was there, and I know he wrestled in the pre-show. He wrestled a guy named Murder Hornet.
Okay, there you go. All right, number 5. You mentioned him earlier. I thought you was going to give it away and talk a lot about him, but you didn't. So here's your opportunity. You fought him a couple of times, Mr. Luka Daniels.
Luka Daniels. I'll be honest with you. I've heard a lot of guys say a lot of mixed things about him. That guy, truly, one of my brothers in this business. I mean, without a doubt, he's helped me out so much. I mean, dude, I've seen a lot of guys talk bad about him. I've seen a lot of guys talk great. Nothing but good for him. I mean, he flourished in this company well, in this business, my fault. So fast. Worked with many different companies.
Now I seen you worked him at AWL and you lost that match.
I
and
did.
Then I saw on your page that you recently fought him again and you won that match. So are you 1-1 against him?
We are 1-1. Me and Luca
Oh, somebody get the rematch booked, please.
I love Luca. I'd work him any day, any night. This guy right here, and I hope a lot of you guys know who he is. Please watch this stuff. Please, support this guy. So he's a talent too. Young guy that's got a mind for the business, got the body build going on. I watched him go from, smaller than me to, huge now. Been on TV multiple times. I actually messaged him the other day to check on him. We talk at least once a month,
Yeah, I couldn't believe how many matches this guy has been, and this guy works you call this guy up and say, hey, we're wrestling on a Tuesday night at 2:00 in the afternoon in front of a bingo hall. Luca Daniels will show up.
you give him that money, he's gonna be right then and there. And
right. I went on his YouTube page, and I think he's got like over 300 wrestling matches on his YouTube. I mean, it's just it just seems like every other day he's wrestling.
I would not be surprised. That guy is,
there's Luke. Look, Luca just showed up. So we're talking about you, Luca. Yes, we are. And I've seen him wrestle in person many. I see there. He said 386 as of now. I was only 86 off.
386,
386 matches, and it's no wonder that he's been up there on WWE, SmackDown, and Raw, and he hasn't had any big matches, but I mean, he's been seen on television, and that's what counts. And he's getting close, man. I'm telling you.
And one thing I'd like to take from that too, even not wrestling big matches, the thing with what did he say?
He said, I was about to turn on AEW and Marquine tagged me in. Marquine must have got a hold of him, told him we were talking about him. Was your ears ringing, Luca?
That's what it was. He missed me. He missed the love. But the thing about him too is the Omos thing. I love seeing it. He took the opportunity, right there, had it in his hand, and he grabbed onto it. And that's something a lot of young guys need to learn in this business. Sometimes you only get that opportunity one time, and you have to take advantage of it. And Luca has done that. He has done that.
I believe he was a security guard the night that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Luca. I think he was a security guard the night that the head of the table got the dog food poured on. I believe he was holding his leg that night when he got the dog food poured all over him. Was that you, Luca? I believe that was you. I would love to hear his answer. I believe that was him, and he took a bump that night too in the ring before that all when that all started. I believe he took a bump.
He's just, it's one of those guys.
He's phenomenal.
Especially when I
No. I know you wasn't wrestling, but you were a security guard back then. I believe that was you. I'm gonna go back because I'm almost positive it was you. Maybe I got you and somebody else mixed up, but I know you've been on there a couple of times anyway. But we're proud of you. No matter how you get on the big show, you get on the big show, man. That's just, we all scream, hey, it's one of ours.
Yeah, anytime I seen Luca on there,
Okay, I got you.
When I seen Luca on there and everything, I always loved it. I always loved seeing him air like that. I'm a big fan of the guy. I always loved working him, and I'm very glad to see his success. Very glad to see that so far.
And that's the way everybody should be, man. And you keep your attitude up the way you are. Keep working hard. He's such a handsome guy.
He wants the camera time, man. He gets it from his daddy. He sees the TV time. He wants it. And
Right. He's got to be in the show too now. I love it. He ain't camera shy at all, is he? Look at him. He ain't camera shy at all, boy. He's getting it. I love it. All right, we're going to come back right after this, and you're going to tell us, Kid Kush, where we can find you.
Gotcha, man.
All right, this is the part of the show where Kid Kush is going to tell us where promoters can find him on social media, where all the fans can find him on social media, and then we're going to show a couple of shows that you're going to be at. So go right ahead, sir.
So for Facebook, KYDD, KYSH. Mark hates me. It sucks. I know. It is. That'll be my Facebook. And I have an Instagram now. It's the official Kid Kush, and it's underscore in between each word. You can see me on Instagram now. I usually post the same things on my Facebook. Find me on there. And now recently, I'm actually glad to be able to announce this, on the podcast and everything.
There you go.
First time I've announced this. I have a YouTube. It's Kid Kush. I've always had it. I haven't really posted much on there because, never really had a lot of guys help me film. Some promoters don't want to send you stuff. It is what it is. Well, I am now going to start doing my YouTube channel where I'm going to be doing skits. There's going to be vlogs now, even training videos. I'm going to start having my matches upload on there and everything. And even if other wrestlers would like to, join on there, work out, come train, and like that, shoot around, hang out, I am more than happy to do that. I want to start branching out that way, marketing, and I think it'll be a big help for my career. But even then, it's a good way to start linking up with other guys, start building. So yeah,
without a doubt, you got like probably 10 wrestlers that were on here talking about they want to wrestle you, they want to be a tag team partner with you. I mean, you ain't gonna have any problems booking, man. There's nobody that's gonna have problems booking you. I'll tell you that. You come anywhere near our area, and I guarantee you they'll be fighting over booking you, man.
I'll work for all these companies, man. I love working for multiple companies. I love working different guys. You only live one life, and some guys never get to wrestle. They never get a chance to. So
Right.
I'm gonna take advantage of this and go balls to the wall. Wrestle as many guys can. Wrestle for all these companies. I love it.
That's exactly. All right, let's talk about these shows, man. Let's start off with the 17th.
17th for Wrestling with a Purpose, squad goals. And this is actually crazy. It's going to have some steel cage matches and everything. I'm actually in a tag match against Scotty and Bobby. It's me and Joseph Everhart in a tag match. We're probably going to be early on in the show. Come out, watch me wrestle around against those guys and tag with Joseph Everhart. It's going to be really fun.
I'm going to do it this way. That way we can see the posters and us better. There we go. All right. And then we got this one.
This is actually my debut for this company, ACW. Holy Grounds. I'm in a fatal 4-way elimination match for the belt. And this is truly going to be awesome. Look at the guys, I'm going against. Adam Davis is one of the guys I was talking about earlier. Young cat. Trey Walker is a young cat, too, coming in. And then James Turner, I've never actually seen this guy wrestle. Don't know much about him. And I'm going to be happy to wrestle him, especially since he's the champ. It's going to be awesome stuff.
And it's for a championship, the Atlantic Coast Junior Heavyweight Championship. So first time going to a company, they think that highly of you. That's got to feel good, man.
Yes, love it. And
last but certainly not least.
Yes, so it's ACPW and the IBU. They are holding this right here. It's a Shane Memorial event. Rest in peace. He was a big name for some of the guys that are running this promotion and everything. It's going to be over there at the Falling Creek Rec Center. I've wrestled for these company before. Great guys, great set of guys. I think I'm actually in a tag match. If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm tagging with the New Breed. So
Ooh.
I think it'd be awesome,
I've had the New Breed on my show. Very good tag team.
Yes, I worked against them at UPWA as Last International versus New Breed. Damn good match. Those guys, physical, high energy, but we won. So
There you go, without a doubt. Let's go ahead and get us all back squared away. There we go. That is pretty cool, man. So do you have any last shout outs before we've already been on an hour and 10 minutes? I told you the time would fly, man. Got any more shout outs for anybody out there before we take off?
So truly, I want to shout out, Fuego Calderon, my trainer. They're holding training tonight. Actually, thank you so much for training me and everything. I want to shout out Baron and Trey G. Those two guys, Team Pit Bull. Those two guys can be mean in the ring, but they have truly helped me out a lot too. In this business, helped me out get booked and everything. I'm gonna shout out Adam Davis again. I know I'm going against him Saturday, but a great young guy coming in. Shout out my tag partner, Sir Wesley Williams. Great guy. Love him, miss him. Can't wait to get in the ring with him again, work around. And I seen there was a comment there, George South. Shout out to George South. I work a lot of shows with him on there now, especially for ACPW, the IBU shows. He's the main champ for IBU. George South is a great guy to learn from.
He is.
And it's crazy he's doing hardcore matches, stuff like that at his age. I mean, God, holy crap.
He is the man around here, let me tell you, man. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, Kid Kush, man. It's been a year. Let's not wait that long, maybe another 6 months down the road. Let's get you back on here and catch up and see where you're at. It's always a pleasure. I don't think there's anybody that's got a bad word to say. Mark King said, that's my big unk. George South is the GOAT. Yes, he is. And he also said he added you on Facebook. So look out for that. So, all right. So, hashtag Truth is going to be off Friday. I'm taking Friday off. We will be back next Monday. So be looking for that. It's just, I want to take a day off. Every once in a while, you just got to do it, man. So I'm going to take this whole weekend off, and we're going to come back Monday. I appreciate it, Kid Kush. Again, come back. We're going to leave with upcoming shows, and that's how we're going to get out of here. So everybody, Kid Kush, he's not just a surfer, dude. He knows how to wrestle. He knows how to entertain. Always, always go and support your local indie shows. And if Kid Kush is there, it's worth every penny, I guarantee you. And that is the hashtag truth.